Good morning, America. Today's specimen is gonna be that beautiful Tahoe right there. We gonna change the rear brakes. That's the Integra. Got it up and running. This is that Infinity from the exhaust mod. I haven't updated y'all on the Integra. I'm sorry about that. I give you an update. I can't say when. Between work and family, I've been a busy man. So I'm gonna pull that Tahoe up a little bit and we gonna get started on them rear brakes. Alright, first thing first, what I usually do is loosen the lug nuts. This one is a 6 lug. And get the lug nuts loose, because when you raise the vehicle in the air, the wheel will spin. On this vehicle, it don't really matter because it's a rear wheel drive. And when you put it in park, it'll lock the rear wheels. Also, you can step on the parking brake or emergency brake, whichever one you want to call it, and it'll lock the rear wheel. So if you raise it in the air, you can still loosen the lug nuts while the vehicle is in the air. But I'm just used to loosening them while it's on the ground. So I already loosened the lug nuts. I raised it in the air, and just to show you, I put the jack stands underneath the rear differential, and I also leave the jack there just for extra precaution. So I got the jack stands right up under that sway bar on the rear differential. So the truck is in the air. Now we go take the wheels off and see what we got here. Alright, this is the rotor and the brake assembly with the the wheel off. And I already started taking the caliper off so I can see what we got, and then I can tell y'all what we have. And as of right now, this back bolt right here is a 14, but on mine, when I was trying to unloosen it, you're gonna spin it to your right, which is clockwise. So as I was spinning it to the right, the whole assembly was turning, which is this little part right here. This part was spinning along with the bolt, and as long as it's doing that, the bolt will never come loose. So what you have to do, you have to put a wrench on there. And I used a quarter wrench. What's that? 3/4. Let me show you just in case I got my numbers wrong, but yeah, that's the one I used. Just slide it on there, and while that's on there, it'll hold it in place. Come on, focus. There we go. And then you can just take your wrench and, continue to unloosen it. That's gonna be, like I said before, clockwise. And to loosen it, so you hold it with one wrench, and then you can take this bolt off. You might have to do the same for the bottom one. I'm not sure. You don't always have to hold this. I've worked on cars to where I didn't have to hold this, but in this case I did. So just make sure to have your wrench in hand just in case. The next bolt is right where we at. It's up under here. Man, it's really up under there. I can't even see it. Alright, so where we at? There it is, right there. I don't know if my camera focused. I'm kind of in an awkward position. But this bolt right here, that's the next one we have to take off. It's also a 14. And then this little piece right here is the one you're going to put the other wrench on to hold it just in case it all spins. But the whole thing not spinning, just unloosen that bolt. We're going to do that right now. Alright, this is the caliper. I have it sitting up here. As you can see, it's a double piston caliper. The gentleman at the parts store asked me if it was a single or dual. I didn't know. I never changed the brakes since I purchased the vehicle. So he told me they have brakes for the single and brakes for the dual. Also, he said they have a universal pad that'll work for either or. So I went with those. If you don't know if you have a single or a dual, just go with the universal pads that supposedly will work for both, just to be on the safe side, save you from going back and forth. This is a dual piston caliper. I have a caliper compressor, but as you can see, it's for a single piston, but it don't matter. You can use it for both. I'm gonna show you how you do that in just a second. I just need to spin this back out so it be the right size. I'll be right back. All right, so I got this adjusted all the way to the end. What you want to do, you want to take one of your old brake pads and just put it in there. And with this compress here, just put it on one of the sides at a time and do a little bit. First check it, because sometimes I've done cars on my brother-in-law Infinity. As I was pushing this side, that side was going in pretty evenly. I worked on some cars where we push it this side in, it pushes that side out. So you gotta kind of do it a little bit at a time. And what I like to do while I'm pushing this, I use my hand to push on the other side to kind of keep pressure on it so it'll go in evenly, or at least close. So if you're going evenly, you only got to do one side. But if you see it's lopsided, then do a little bit, take it off, put it on the other side, do a little bit, take it off, until the piston is all the way back. So we go do that right now, and I'm gonna show you how it looks once it's fully pressed. All right, so this is the finishing touch. Both pistons are pressed in. As you can see, I started on to the left where my thumb is. And that one went all the way in. The one on the right was just hanging out just a little bit. So I took it off here, put it on the right, and finished pushing that in. And this is how it looked when it's fully compressed. It's flat. So all you do is loosen it, you know, turn this counterclockwise, unloosen it, and you're all set. You're ready to put the brakes on the caliper bracket. So let me get the brakes and show you how to put the brakes on. Alright, for those of you who purchase brakes that come with these little clips, this is what the brake pad actually sit on. I'll show you how to put these on. It's real easy. This one here came from the bottom, which sat right here. So I'm gonna show you how to put that on. If you got new ones, might as well put them on, unless you're having trouble putting them on. Then, you know, just leave the old ones. But if you already took the old one off, then you can put the old one back on. You can put the new one back on. So all you do is sit it on there. You can see it has a little lip right here. That lip goes into this indentation right here. So just size it up how I did on the ground. And all you do is press it on. See if I can do it with one hand. Yeah, it went on. Hear that? Just press it on. I don't know if you can see that, but there we go. I just used my thumb. I pushed it on this first, and then the big opening in the center, I just pushed it with my thumb. And once it's seat, you're all good. That's it. The back just needed a little bit more. But there we go. There we go. Where we at? Yeah, right here. So everything is pressed in. Gotta do the top one. The top one, as you can see, is right here. Just push down, it'll come right off. Get my hand on the other side. Just rip my glove. That's it. So I got this one on. Just lay it on the ground. Go through your new pal. Then just size it up. See the lump is in the back. Got a lump in the back. Flat long piece in the front. You know, so on and so forth. Just make sure you got the right one. Come over here and try to put this on where you could actually see it. Yeah, it goes like this. So as you can see, it's like that. You slide it in the middle of the rotor. Make sure this groove goes in there. Just push up and it'll clamp around. Same thing for the back. Just push up. See it go up. Then That one go up. Then the big part in the middle, push it flat. And in the back, same thing. Just push the part in the middle. Just make sure everything is flush. And now once it's all flush, let's put the pads on. Alright, that's the pad down there. When you get the pad, just pay attention to how they came off. Also, pay attention to the way the rotor curve, and that's how you want to put the brakes out. This brake has the same curve as the rotor back here. So what you want to do, this metal piece where my pinky is, you're going to sit it in that big opening. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. That big opening of that clip you put. So sit it in there, and I usually leave it in the angle. See how that just fell in? See if I can get close. Sorry about my finger. Right there. See how it fell in that opening? It's in the angle. I usually put it in the angle. Same thing at the top. Sit it in there in the angle, and then that part that's hanging out, just use your thumb. See if I can get a wider view. Use your thumb, push it forward, and it went in flush. That's it. This side is all done. Now, same thing for the back. I'm gonna try to show you the back, but it's pretty small back there. Also, try not to touch this part of the rotor. You don't want to get dirty and all that. Then your brakes will squeak because you got dirt in between the brake pad and the rotor, and it make it squeak. So same thing. Where we at? Okay, there we go. Take this, set it in that opening. One second, make sure it's in there. Yeah. There we go. Alright. So you want to sit it in that opening. Same thing for the top, and then just push it in. See that? And then just squeeze, make sure it's tight. And that's it. I'm gonna put the caliper back. And this is the caliper, of course, where we took off the pistons that compressed all the way in. Go try to put this on with one hand. Shouldn't be that hard, but let's give it a go. I'm already having trouble. I'm gonna grab it with the other hand. And what you wanna do, just make sure it's flush. It's just like that. Just slide it on. Sometimes, like right now, it's not going all the way. Reason being, see this piece, trying to hold it both things with one hand. Hold my phone and the caliper with one hand. This piece up here, push it in. And once you push that in, it should, you'll have to do that to the top and the bottom. If the bottom is hidden, yeah, as you can see, my hand in the way. See how it's hidden at the bottom? Just take it, push it in. Boom. See how it fell in place? That's all you need to do. So the caliper is back on. Just put the screw back at the top, screw back at the bottom. And remember, if everything is turning, hold it with the 3/4 inch or 1/4 inch wrench, and put the screws back in. And this is how you replace the brakes. The brake pad. This is a 03 Chevy Tahoe, and this is the passenger side. The driver's side is the same way, so you can use the same video to do the driver's side. I hope you enjoyed this video. And God bless. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Stay tuned.